Happy holidays, everybody. I know, it's super early. I am Nirvana Sparkle. This is new 26. Yes, I know. A lot of catching up to do. We'll do it by end of year. But today, we get to Winter Wish Day. The Christmas special, as it were, for the Generation 5 crew. And given G4's history of excellent, adorable, and downright delightful holiday specials, it's a big shoe to fill. But thankfully, Winter Wish Day fulfills it in almost every sense. Now, let's get the comparisons out of the way. This is more like the episode Hearthbreakers combined with the lightning speed multi-storyline, but altogether one storyline of Best Gift Ever. Combine those two episodes and you essentially get this. This is the Equestria's first winter with magic in a long time. And every member of our intrepid group has a separate Christmas tradition, although they call it Wish Day here, that they follow. And it's practically 5 mini stories in one, explaining each of the traditions. And how so do they do this? By giving our intrepid rainbow revolutionaries a new toy vehicle to drive in known as the Mairstream. It's a magically driven blimp, and it looks cool. Given Twilight's magic of the Unity crystals, it gets a pimp my ride instantly. And gives our intrepid crew the vehicle they need for this adventure. And Sunny gives us our ticking clock. She wants to see the Wishday star at the top of the Bright House Tower in time. But everybody's got their own engagements. So, using the Mairstream, we hit all these engagements. But we also hit all the major cities that we know in G5 thus far. Hitch manages to see his grandmother Figgy, who happens to know a thing or two about magic, and is pretty well adjusted to having some. Although Hitch is still super traditionalist and is tripping over his own feet. Again, that's his storyline here. Getting used to the new magical world. Make your mark pretty much highlights this in a ton of episodes, mainly episode 2. But it's reinforced here. But we also find out about the unicorn's wishing tree, which leads us, quite appropriately changed though, to Bridalwood, in which they're putting ornaments near the tree. But we get our problem hook via a unicorn greeting, known as Frosty Shivers. For a long time in this special, we don't know what it means. Zip is, of course, curious as to why the snow and why is it getting worse. Leave it to our intrepid, must stay up to the plot pony to once again be the curious one. I thought that was supposed to be Sunny, not Zip, but I guess I'll take it. We see Alphabettle again, and a reference back to the movie with a charades game for a bet. Luckily, Easy Moonbow comes prepared with a double. It's almost she was prepared to lose. Smart. We head to Zephyr Heights, where our intrepid sisters are singing carols for the people of their kingdom. And thanks to Queen Haven, it's extra large. 6 acts, 4 hours. Haven, you are a borderline bad parent. You're not to Goku level yet, but you're slowly dropping down there. You could borderline this as abuse. Plus, winter shopping, or more or less, window shopping. Good joke about not having the presents prepared, seeing that it's open air, and saying that it's Pegasite air. That's kind of the best joke in this thing, but it is a wonderfully well done joke. As, as, as far as Sunny's tradition, it's the whole thing with the presents under the wishing star thing. The main hook of why we're doing all this. And it's due to the spell, Frosty Shivers, that we have our problem. Unicorns used to use this spell as a way to wish for winter snow back before they didn't have magic. Now that magic's back, the spell actually has an effect, and it's causing the temperature to drop. Because the special is only about 60 minutes, it's quickly resolved with an opposite spell to warm things up. But this also gives us the idea of magic working differently here. Words and phrases, much like in G4, have magical effects, but even more so. Gone are the days of long drawn out spells like a witch's brew. And here a simple phrase can trigger magic almost instantly. And then if enough unicorns cast the same spell, it can have dramatically increasing and somewhat, if it's negative, effects. So yes, we get a bit of G5 magic lore here, snuggled between this bite-sized, really fast plot. Plus, we get teases. The biggest tease, thus being the tree that's mentioned before and its magical property. Which, if you saw episode 2, you know of a really powerful tree with extreme magic effects. That's tease 1. But there's even a tease before that, tease 0, where the mayor stream has 6 seats. Now, I have been a prevailing notion that this team needs to be an even 6. It needs its 6th Ranger. By the way, speaking of 6th Rangers, tomorrow's video is going to be somber, to say the least. I got things to say. But it's a clue that yes, the team is going to be increasing by 1. It's a subtle tease, but it means a heck of a lot. Songs are cute, poppy, and very Christmassy, even taking old school Christmas carols and giving them an equestria style spin. And the animation, once again, improves. It seems that with time, the team at Boulder Media is getting used to doing 3D. But if you've been following the entertainment circles lately, it seems like Boulder Media might not be doing this for too well long. And with Hasbro shopping around Entertainment One, I'm rather curious to see where this all goes from here. But that's an entirely separate topic. As far as this special goes, this special is excellent. It's not as good as some of the winter specials we got in G4. God knows. And those were done in 22 minutes. Understand, with things like Heartwarming Tale and others that I did reviews for. But this is right up there with specials like Best Gift Ever and is especially better than Heartbreakers, the episode that is most commonly emulating in its plot degree and its moral delivery about Christmas traditions, and that it's not about the gifts, it's about spending time with your family, especially if your family is an extended one, learning the traditions of each, and finding greatness in all. That's why Winter Wishday gets a 5 out of 6 from yours truly. Another great winter special in MLP's long vaunted holiday greatness. Sure, it doesn't rise above some of the best of G4, but much like G5 itself, it finds a nice, comfortable spot to survive in. And yes, the fact that this is coming out Thanksgiving week is rather appropriate-ish timing. If you want to go see it, it's on Netflix, much like Make Your Mark is. And here's a strange thing. In the Netflix menu, this episode is labeled Chapter 3, Episode 1. So, technically, we're about to get a new batch of Make Your Mark episodes soon. Speaking of Make Your Mark episodes, I will be catching us up, starting with Alakand, starting next week or so. And I'll make sure to cover the rest of Make Your Mark Chapter 2. But also, give you my feelings on the side dish, Tell Your Tale, while I'm at it. But until next time, which is tomorrow, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana. Tomorrow, though, it's going to be a little bit heavier. I can assure you of that.